Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. It's Monday, November 1st. I have a great video for you today. So much good stuff in here to kick off the month, including 5 things we learned on Friday when we talked with an SBA loan officer, some important takeaways that will help many of you who are still going through EIDL processing. That includes a couple portal changes I'll talk about. Plus, there's supposed to be a vote tomorrow on both the infrastructure and social spending bills. I'll talk about where the key players stand, what's Manchin saying. Thanks to everyone who voted yesterday for Isla's lion costume. We chose lion over Chewbacca. You can see how happy she is about it. I hope you all had a great Halloween, and thanks for subscribing, supporting our channel, turning on alerts. If you want to help us, give this video a thumbs up as well so we reach more people. We are getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. Let me talk about the $3 trillion first. That's the 1.75 social policy package, includes climate change initiatives. Over the weekend, lawmakers said they plan to vote on Tuesday to finally get these passed. They couldn't get it done Thursday and Friday last week, so they say Tuesday is the day. I put up this poll 3 hours ago. Do you think the infrastructure and social policy bills will pass tomorrow in Congress? 28% of you say yes, of course. 72% of you say no way. Several good comments here. Some people saying there's always an excuse for their delays. A few of you saying you don't need this to pass and that you hope it doesn't pass. Well, there's good news and bad news as far as I see it this morning. Ro Khanna, leading House Progressive, says he'll vote for the infrastructure and social spending bills. He was one of the holdouts, so that means he's on board, and in theory, the infrastructure bill could pass in the House. Here's what he said in an interview with Face the Nation. Quote, "The president has shown patient and extraordinary leadership. It's time for this party to get together and deliver." He continues to say what many of you are thinking, it's been months, let's get this done. Of course, many of you don't want all or any of this spending, but there is a lot of important stuff in these bills. The bad news, we just found out that Manchin refuses to endorse safety net bill, dampening the hopes of a quick vote. This was just published. Let me read it to you. Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia all but dashed hopes for quick votes this week on President Biden's domestic agenda, saying on Monday that he would not endorse a $1.85 trillion social policy and climate package without ample time to consider its economic and fiscal ramifications. So in another edition of What's Joe Manchin Thinking, here it is. He was vague last week. He didn't say yay or nay, but he's come out and explicitly said, as it is right now, he will not support the bill. Without his support, the bill will not get passed, period. And Manchin references the game of chicken I've referred to, where people are hoping Manchin supports the social policy package in exchange for the House to support and pass the infrastructure bill. His quote, "Holding that bill hostage, as in the infrastructure bill, is not going to work to get my support of what you want. I'm open to supporting a final bill that helps move our country forward, but I'm equally open to voting against a bill that hurts our country." In a statement, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says this: "The plan the House is finalizing meets those tests. It is fully paid for, will reduce the deficit, and brings down costs for healthcare, childcare, elder care, and housing. As a result, we remain confident that the plan will gain Senator Manchin's support." What do you think about the bill's chances tomorrow or later this week? Leave the comments below, or if you hit subscribe, you can find the poll we put up. Shifting gears to funding, specifically small business funding, 5 things we learned in our conversation with the SBA loan officer on Friday. Number 1, which I mentioned over the weekend, as long as you have your application in by December 31st, you're good. SBA expects to review into 2022, especially increases and reconsiderations, but as long as you've applied by the end of the year, whether for an initial or an increase, you should be good. Number 2, they said there's over $100 billion left in the EIDL pot of money, specifically over $150 billion left, so plenty of money. That's not an issue. If you want to check your eligibility, we put up a quiz over the weekend, eidlquiz.com. You can put in some of your business information and see if you're a good candidate for increased funding, specifically EIDL funding. The third point we heard is that the IRS backlog is cleared. That's what the SBA has said. There's no more backlog. Trying to get tax transcripts from the IRS, they've cleared that backlog. The fourth is that if your economic injury is, quote, not substantiated because of your 2019 revenue, when you apply for reconsideration, you can include 2018 or 2017 revenue. They're not going to proactively tell you you can do that, so you need to know if that's the reason you've been declined because 2019 was an anomaly. When you apply for reconsideration, you can show your 2018 or 2017 revenue. And the SBA should already have access to your 2018 tax returns when you filled out your 4506T. And the fifth is this: yes, the SBA portal has been having issues. For example, it was down for a little while this morning, something with the authentication. As far as we can tell, they fixed it by now. You should be able to check the bank account that you've linked directly on your SBA portal and potentially update it to the correct bank information. So under steps to complete right here, where it says electronic disbursement, you can click view and you'll see a page that looks like this. Tell us where we should send the funds. Bank name, name on account, account number, and routing number. So you can quickly see, that's not the one we want, or that's not the one that matches the business name. And I believe if you have pending funding or pending disbursements, you could update it here before signing closing documents. So that's a big one, and hopefully it'll solve many of the issues you're facing when you're not getting the money in your correct bank account, and you have to go through a long process to get that changed. That's today's quick update. Don't forget to hit subscribe, turn on the alerts, and give this video a like. And if you want one-on-one funding support, go to eidl.me. We'll talk you through your EIDL situation, your funding situation, and we just opened up 5 more spots for tomorrow. We expect to book up by the end of the day. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow.